Hi everybody, this is Peter Schiff. It is Saturday, April 24th, 2010. And 1 week from today, on Saturday, May 1st, on May Day, some of my supporters are holding a money bomb for my Senate campaign. The website for the money bomb is maydaymoneybomb.com. You can visit that website to learn about it, to pledge to make a donation. And all the donations are made on my official campaign website at schiffforsenate.com. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with the money bomb, it is a single day where we try to raise as much money as we can from as many people as we can in 1 day of fundraising. And this is going to be very important to raise a lot of money on May 1st. One, because it is probably going to be the only money bomb that we have, or that anybody has, leading up to the Republican convention later in May. And I think it's very important that I show the delegates that I have a fundraising base to help me in the primary and the general election so I can defeat my likely Democratic opponent, Dick Blumenthal. But also, I basically need the money. I mean, the campaign needs more money. We initially started my campaign when I was still in the exploratory committee, and some of my supporters held a money bomb then. And I raised about $500,000 in 1 day, which was fantastic. But since then, the money has come in much more slowly than I would have initially hoped. Now, we have raised about $2 million, or a little over $2 million, since I first launched my exploratory committee. But in a United States Senate race, particularly here in Connecticut, where the media is so expensive, I need a lot more money than that. Now, even though I've raised $2 million, I've spent about $2 million. The reason my campaign still has money is because at the end of last month, I personally wrote a check for $500,000 to make sure that the campaign had money. Now, one of the reasons that we're running low, or that we're down to a little over $500,000, is because I just wrote checks for the next leg of my media campaign. Those of you who follow me know that I launched my first radio and television commercials not too long ago. Well, we now have a brand new set of radio and TV ads set to launch. In fact, I think you'll be able to see the new radio ad, or hear the new radio ad, on my website starting on Monday. But the new round of radio and TV ads have been paid for. I've already written those checks, so that's taken care of. But going forward, we are going to need a lot more money for me to win this nomination. And of course, I wouldn't be spending my own money. I wouldn't have put $500,000 into this campaign. I wouldn't be asking my supporters who have already donated to donate more, or more importantly, those of you who haven't donated at all to step up to the plate, if I didn't think that I could win. And you know what? I can win. What's happening in the campaign proves that I can win. I'm getting a lot of support at these Republican town committee meetings. If you haven't seen them, a lot of them are up on YouTube. You can see me speaking to these town committees. A number of these towns have already endorsed me. But you know, one of the interesting things I hear at these events, people come up to me and say, I love you, I'm with you, I support you, but how can you win? You don't have the name recognition. Not enough people have heard of you. Well, you know what? The more people who hear about me, the more people who support me. The most important fact of the internal polling that we've done is that the polls show that I can win. My message wins. When we tell likely voters my message, they support me. My background wins. When likely voters hear my background versus the backgrounds of my opponents, they support me. The most important statistic in the polls, when the people who were polling have heard of all three candidates, I win. It's only when they don't know who I am that they support one of my opponents. That is the problem. But that's also the light at the end, because if I get my message out there, the polls show that I win. And that's how this money bomb can be so important. And that's how you who are watching this video can make my Senate campaign a victorious campaign and put me in the Senate by helping me to raise the money that I need to spread our message, my message, throughout the state of Connecticut. And you know, as an added twist for this particular money bomb, I announced late last month, when we were coming towards the end of the fundraising quarter, that if my supporters could raise an extra $100,000 by midnight that night, that I would contribute $500,000 personally. Well, my supporters gave it a valiant effort. I think we raised $25,000, $30,000 in the span of an hour, which was fantastic. But we didn't quite get to $100,000. I came up with the $500,000 anyway because I knew the campaign would need the money. But I issued another challenge that if my supporters could match my $500,000 during the months of April, that I would match the money bomb May 1st, dollar for dollar. Well, I decided to make it a little easier based on the slow pace of the fundraising during the month of April, although we do have some offline donations that exceed what is officially shown online right now. But I amended the challenge to the following. If my supporters can raise a total of $500,000 during the month of April and the May 1st money bomb, that I will match the excess. I will match everything that you raise above the $500,000 that I have already contributed, dollar for dollar. So if this money bomb raises $1 million, including everything we've raised during the month of April, then I will match that extra $500,000, and all that money will go towards the advertising, the radio, the TV, the direct mail that we need. Now, I mentioned I spent about $2 million since day one. Well, one of my wealthy opponents has spent almost 10 times that during the same period of time, $20 million. Now, I don't think I need quite that much money because I think my message is better, and I think, honestly, I'm a better candidate, but we do need to be more competitive in the fundraising. So, those of you who have already donated, I appreciate every penny. I appreciate all the donations, no matter how small. But you know what? I'm going to ask you to step up to the plate and donate again. But more importantly, if you haven't donated, and I think I have a lot more supporters out there who haven't donated than have, what are you guys waiting for? This is the time to put your money where my mouth is. If you haven't donated in the past because you didn't think I could win, I got news for you. I can win. The polls show, they prove that I can win. The only thing I'm missing is the money to do it. And with your help, I'll have that money. So we need to spread this video around. One of the ways that you can help, if you've donated and you think you're tapped out, your friends are not tapped out, your colleagues, your family members, your classmates, make sure they donate. We have an entire week to promote this money bomb. Let's make this money bomb the biggest money bomb of the Schiff for Senate campaign. The May Day money bomb a week from today. We have a week to spread the word, spread the videos, get on the chat rooms, get on the Facebook pages and wherever you are, and put the links to the money bomb, my Senate campaign, put the links to this YouTube video. And if we work hard, we have an entire week, we can do it. We can show the delegates at the Connecticut convention that we have the support and the money to win this campaign. We can flood the airwaves with my message, which we already know is a winning message. And I think more importantly, what I also learned from the polls is it's not just the economy. The economy is really important, and I know I win on the economy. But even more important than the economy, the polls show that Connecticut voters are fed up with government. They want less government. They're tired of big government wrecking their lives and wrecking this economy. And that is a perfect environment for me. If this race is about being anti-Washington, being about less government, less regulation, what better candidate than me to win in that environment? This is the perfect environment. This is the perfect time for me to win a U.S. Senate seat. And I can do it in the state of Connecticut, but I need your help. I have to have your help. I need to get this message out there, and the only way to do it is with money. And so here's an opportunity to send a loud message to help me get my message to Connecticut, our message of limited government, of capitalism, of the Constitution. We can do it if we work together. So I'm going to be watching, and I'm going to be hoping that my supporters can rally the troops and can rise to the occasion for the Schiff for Senate money bomb coming up on May 1st, a week from Saturday. Thanks in advance for all your help. Take care, everyone.